I believe our group's combined efforts are in direct accordance with the plan.
So, you've decided to play both sides. That is certainly a choice. No, don't bother defending your little double cross. It's too late. I know you've already delivered the satellite data to Craft, and after all the help I've been to you, I don't take kindly to being used. This little partnership between us, that's over. Enjoy your service to the Order. May your shackles tighten in accordance with the plan.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against the little person as they try with us in Town City. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No!
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shally. Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracting. When I heard about the job, I'm not.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to such a big wheel. Afraid I still need to check your record with us, Big Shot. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's choice. We'll choose for you. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, amble through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk. They can contact Vice President Hewitt and provide details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Stay in line or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
Overbearing, tyrannical regimes like protectorate ought to control their subjects' thoughts to safeguard them from harm.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Stop that scrounging around.
The universe is filled with things that want to kill you. Luckily, our products, and only our products, can reliably prevent that. So I say, don't cower and hide. Go make something of yourselves. Live a life that's larger, more daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, peril-filled universe. With Auntie's Choice. Daredevils rejoice with Auntie's Choice. Our product line is stronger than nature.
The K means it's authentic.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like who? Or whom? Or such as? Well, farewells are free.
Trimicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
Wow, this is first class.
From his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experience. Operations. Welcome to your new role as
Auntie Cleo and pal.
Next, we have proprietary acquisition. Displaying confidential logs in a paid public toilet. Not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to document index manager will refresh your info security fundamentals, Reggie. Congrats! You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. Next is...
Dehydrated water.
Remember, Elise, when you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas? Then you agonized for weeks that your heart might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news, your new role as...
These rats are due for eating. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? A what now? Oh, a coworker had one of those once. Next thing you knew, poor bastard up and died. I had to work double shifts for a week. Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Someone competent who also knows their worth? Fine. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at Market Compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to Head Office Tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Probably for the best we put these Raps down before they come across any unsuspected marketeers.
Then again.
Sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated. That will put serious in the seats. A sport without blood sounds like red ink to ante. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood-force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum Brand Bandits. I pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protector's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 bats.
Any questions? Like what? Ask away. Ah, a potential outside contractor. Check in with the intake specialist at Head Office Tower for the full spiel. They're in the reception area on the main floor. There's a stop for Head Office Tower on the Termicular if you've got an all-access pass, or you can hoof your way there through the value-added esplanade to get there. Anything else you need to know about this place? Well, farewells are free.
Recommended by you.
One of our goals. Yes. Now. Strive to spread unfettered trade and self-betterment.
Even after everything that's happened, I wouldn't change a thing. Not if it meant missing out on working with you.
Well fortified by our products.
If you're sure. Just
Arrive, survive, arrive. Trust your
Doing a task, they're nice and sure. The folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. But give it time. They'll see the difference between freedom and complete domination soon enough. Just as Tausetti did.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest
Would it
price.
really? She's a natural leader. Decisive. She ain't gonna consult an abacus, 12 charts, and 3 hangers-on before making a move. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you.
We should move on, unless you got something for me?
But because of the system's glorious efficacy, we respond to what you
Never thought. Would have been worth every bit, though. If you say so.
What's more, we give the frivolously lengthy approval. Our overbearing neighbors implore. People's lives now. As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to shift.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Freedom's all about.
Keeping everything above board? I hope not.
Don't even think about disrupting the market.
Laugh, purchase, and consume!
With Auntie's Choice. As your fearless leader,
Any questions?
parallel business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing
Well, farewells are free.
as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rib cut. Toss volumes from home, but
We heard you.
Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it. Ma. Imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rules.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch?
Unless it's boring.
We took what nature heedlessly.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway?
Artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice. Life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice. We have positive. So our portfolio is diversified. We can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate values. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the big pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a pet zoo. Exploit the like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the aggressive rivals and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected subordinates, spare me no patience, and I promise we will all thrive. There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most big-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine. Plus, you more that you can imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates that any type of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice society is based upon. Not because we were... but because of the system's glorious efficacy.
You're wanted for crimes against Auntie's Choice. Make ready your... I'm listening. Funny you should say that. I've been entertaining a theory this was a mere misunderstanding. Pleasure doing business.
As an early adopter, at Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled
Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down from monarchy to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack... against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Setting.
The ACS undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Hey, you traveling with anyone called Inez?
And consume.
I heard an Inez Silong was traveling with someone matching your description, but she ain't here, evidently.
As your peerless leader, known for her
Nice try, pal. I only asked as a courtesy. I trust my sources. Here, take this cartridge and deliver it to her.
do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you.
Our policy is to never accept a job without full payment and insurance fees up front.
From home. But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protect.
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him, but I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do, Inez, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope. must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves. Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Are you hearing this? It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me. Can't unless you have an Auntie's Choice patented codebreaker on your person. Reckon we'll need to find the signal's source. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on.
Sovereign!
This must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hey, need something? Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Are you here? It's some manner of distress signal. Can't... Not quite charged yet. Recharging it back.
On the authority of the sovereign! I must yet regain my vigor. Still girding my strength. As soon as my robustness is restored.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
You're fighting with me! thanks and my hammer.
What in the void? Law, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see. I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time.
Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
He thinks he is frightened now, but once we find him, we shall teach him the meaning of true terror. If this is the last corpse we encounter in this woe-begotten place...
Ain't getting through that unscathed. Seriously, don't send me in there.
Only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse and... What was that? Stay back, creature! Blast that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe! This is when I need it! Maybe I... No!
What's... Ola Ortiz? No. No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
Display of a body to send a message I can understand. But this body is simply displayed as if it is yet another animal.
Good. That should clear out the Zeranium. Wasn't much looking forward to breathing it in. What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this clear disregard for life.
Beasts cannot protect themselves from organized exploitation, so it falls upon us to act as their protectors. We shall find the perpetrators of this act, Inez.
I wasn't clear on how far your sense of justice extended. Now I see. Thank you. What's... Hola, Ortiz? No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
Display of a body to send a message I can understand. But this body is simply displayed as if it is yet another animal.
Over here! These beasts are being down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face. Oh, look left. That ursapod's mighty riled.
I derive no joy from murdering creatures, or from being murdered by them. freedom is grander than any... I suppose we could use that hatch to move without detection. Though, as always, I would prefer a more straightforward, less cramped approach. Well, I suppose we have absolutely no choice at all but to give this lad a permanent home. Shame we have no choice, for I would most certainly be against it.
Ain't never seen a cysty pig move so fast in all my life. Vaguely terrifying.
Only the guilty should be incarcerated. Do these look like criminals to you? Oh, it's going to be quite horrible, isn't it? Care to keep quiet.
Got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
Once we enter, say the word and I shall pinion his arms, then you commence with smacking him about. Ah, How I love tactical planning.
There wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursapod. Yet, here you are. What a show!
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are! What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot. Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions. How about scientific and professional freedom? Where else would I have the opportunity to discover the limits of human ability and push past those same limits? Please, direct your disapproval elsewhere. Have you never been so passionate about something that you jump at the chance to embrace it?
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better. According to who? You? If it's not in Auntie's history, it's ancient history as far as I'm concerned. If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive. Make no mistake, if you kill me, my research and knowledge will be gone forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to what I could have prevented. course I do. Ask your associate here if her grafting session was as pleasant as a creekside picnic. I acknowledge my subject's pain whilst also acknowledging its necessity. It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that have been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity, and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want. I wish I could agree with you. But I have fallen in the esteem of others. The way the other soldiers looked at me after my procedure, I'll never forget it. Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
No. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. And please don't go ignoring me this time. I came here to make him pay for what he's done and burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again? I appreciate that, Commander. But I still ain't so sure that's true. We've grown close, you and I. And you know full well I ain't keen to ask for help, but I can't afford a mistake. I could spare this doctor, explore this research's potential, but if I kill this man and exact retribution for Ortiz, I'll never know for sure what that research might have wrought. And if I do that, there'll be no going back for me, myself one of Auntie's own. Would I even want to? No, it's not. I was fooling myself thinking otherwise.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't shoot me! We were in the midst of negotiating!
I have no need for negotiating, Doctor. You brought this on yourself. Let's just take what we need and get out. I can't stand the sight of this place any longer. this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help. This'll help the poor cub regain his faculties.
I'm pleased it is free, but I have doubts. Can this creature survive without its mother? Can we help it somehow?
Well, I hope he stands a chance.
developing a fondness for some of these protectorate defectors. Not just because they're so gullible.
I don't know.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
Ah, Inez. Have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good.
I got a device that might help stabilize what I got going on up on the shoulder. Ought to let me use my graft all the more often. Think you can install it?
Oh, well, this device is unusual and rather ingenious, if I may say so. Hold still, dear. This should take but a moment. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future, but I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. Where did you find such a device, anyhow? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And... Law. I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures. Paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive, cowering. I killed him, and let his sick aims die along with him. There's no good that can come of his work. Nothing.
But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all this.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery. His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
Doc, with all due respect, what I do with him when I get there is my own damn business.
I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, all I ask is that you remain safe. A terrible wrong has been done, but do not throw your life away to right it. You might seek justice via other means.
I can't promise anything, Doc, but I'll try. Thank you for everything.
Commander, I've been thinking. Can I bet... We got the intel we need, Commander.
The undisputed claim's our destination. When we find Willard and stop this law-damned program in its tracks, Auntie's Choice will get what's coming to them. Been doing some thinking about ending the grafting program for good. It's gotta happen. I just didn't think it would start this way. With me turning murderer. Auntie had me good and fooled. She ain't any better than Spacer's Choice. Making any of them see reason is an impossibility. Our overlords had a saying in Tau Ceti. If you got a rabid canid, you put it down before it maddens the whole pack. They used to say it about us workers, like we were the problem. It was terrifying. But now I reckon I see some sense in that saying. Retribution never came for the folk at the top back then, but it certainly can now. What if I think I already have? I wonder if this is what Ortiz had in mind when he sent me that message. He trusted my judgment, knew I always aimed to do right by him and folk everywhere, but he also knew both of us had been lied to when we joined up. The notion that our taking extraordinary risks would pay dividends. Do you think he knew this would be the final straw? Thanks, Commander. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Suppose we're fixing to find out.
Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want.
Rehydrated water.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client. Take. Tramicular, arriving.
What sort of do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's
Feels like a
take
glimpse
a
of
look.
Arcadia's future.
Welcome, eager
Auntie's Choice
go-getter, daredevil self-determinativist, or hero of meritocracy.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Choice's deemed invaluable disposable agent program.
Experience the most sought-after inebriants on the undisputed claim.
And help bring Anti-Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envision...
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bets are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious of the two. Quite an effective little front stabber.
Why do I feel like we're about to meet some of the most famous in the world?
I've just had word from that old number cruncher on Cloister. Alden tells me you agreed to continue the work we began at Greater Tranquility Station. Grand. A collaboration between Auntie's Choice and the Order will truly reward all of Arcadia, not to mention the Order itself. If they partner with us, it's only a matter of time before they come to see that profits are a more tangible proof of progress than those unquantifiable theories they get lost in. Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results.
Ease off the sales pitch. I need to find Willard Conan, Vice President of Experimental Operations.
I'm sorry, did I suddenly suffer a demotion I'm unaware of? Do I look like a contract query replier, here to answer questions? I should think not. Oh, very well. If you have received a calling card of his, you may take the elevator to meet him. But somehow, I doubt he'd want to seek an audience with you. And you can see her as soon as I'm finished. Where was I? Oh, yes. Because you are making a choice to grab destiny and claim it as your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, I'm finished. You'll find VP Hewitt right over there. When you're done, please exit to your left, where 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting for you.
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. Ha! That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such. Is that so strange? The program I was hired for is highly confidential. I don't see why the vice president wouldn't take such measures. Why, I cannot even speak to him directly. Though I presume he also possesses an aversion to the smell of formaldehyde. He goes pale and ducks into his office the moment he sees me.
Well, that ain't right. Neither his managerial manner nor your working conditions. But once we get this program shuttered, you'll be free of this for good.
Oh, no! No, I don't want change! I love my work. I love this place. The smell of copper, the texture of viscera. There's nothing like it.
So am I. My gut's roiling something fierce.
Why this art's beauty is lost on so many folk I'll never understand. Anyhow, I've much work to do. Please ensure the door is locked when you leave.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
I do. Been waiting on this moment. This grafting program is a law-damned abomination. I went to your lab on Cloister, saw for myself what kind of depravity your folk got up to there. It's sick. My friend was butchered by Rasmussen. And he wasn't the only one. In fact, this program's been a sham from the start. I got tossed aside, and for what? A mistake? Ain't nothing good that's come of this. It's time to call it quits.
What a preposterous notion. Shall we stop producing inhalers because of side effects? Or shut down all food factories because one severed appendage finds its way into packaging? No, certainly not. I am not to blame for whatever inconvenience you experienced as a first edition patient. To quit now would be to toss aside all our progress. Nonsense. I have myriad data at my disposal to dispute such a claim.
Don't matter to me what your plans are, or what you think you might accomplish. You've hurt too many good folk, and I've had enough.
I fear you've gotten too negative an impression of this work. Hear me out, will you? Allow me to assuage those fears. My mind is not entirely consumed by capital, I assure you. It's also consumed with professional pride and self-preservation. We cannot speak of sensitive business details here. There's no telling which opportunistic colleague or overpaid contractor could be listening in. They would ruin me. Ruin me! Meet me in back deck steerage. Take this pass for the tram. And for law's sake, make sure no hanger-on follows you. Especially that assistant of mine next door. Chin up, dear. I believe I'll change your mind yet.
We'll see. Seen this song and dance from all manner of suits before. Reckon he'll try to reel us into a ridiculous scheme, or bribe us with bits or booze or what have you. But this'll make it easier for us to intimidate the bastard into stepping down. Ooh, I relish the notion.
assume you're not here to admire the blood spatter.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure and self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers. And what, pray tell, has them so aggrieved?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes. Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are
The recipe
also
of our
the
exclusive
only
cocktail
retailers
is
for
our
parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice, or it... companies, and the eating of said parasite absolve... choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Ah, you came. Foolish, aren't you? Thinking I'd reveal my secrets to the likes of you. Ha! Contractors, now's your chance. First one to kill these imbeciles gets a one-time immune assault discount. Oh, the fuck!
Moving in!
I knew you'd come through, my good Biff. That discount will be applied to your next purchase at the commissary, but cannot be combined with other... Ah! You! You're still alive!
Ain't gonna be that easy to get rid of us, you idiot. This how you treat all folk who approach you in good faith?
No folk have ever made it this far. How did you get past all my contractors? They were heavily trained and heavily expensive. This again? What is it with you? No! I've no incentive to shut down my life's work, especially at the demand of common thugs. Well, it wasn't for lack of trying. Our funding was unceremoniously gutted and I had to play catch-up somehow. Though, perhaps the risk far outweighs the reward. Fine, fine. You win. I hereby resign and you can keep this as proof. Any bits left in my office are yours. Just, please, don't follow me.
Good riddance. But this ain't over yet. The other executives will be notified the moment Willard flees the undisputed claim. And within hours, dozens of rung climbers will be at the tower jockeying for his position. It's all but certain that they'll claim his work for their own and make his bastardization of a grafting program all the worse if they so choose. Ain't about to let that happen. Ain't suggesting. I'm telling you that we can't stand by and do nothing. It's obvious he was up to his neck in some scheme. If we dig it up and get the word out, his legacy'll be in shreds. Maybe folk will be less inclined to follow in his footsteps. Should all but guarantee that Willard can't come crawling out from whatever rock he's keen to hide under, in any case. All right. We ought to start by searching his office. Any evidence we can find regarding money or business dealings could be of value. Once we got what we need, we can head to the recording studio to get the word out. The promise of a scandal should be enough to get in the door.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now.
Live! Love! Laugh! Purchase! And consume!
With Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might veer above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest Sorry, in the midst of composing...
Yes, I understand I may look in charge, but I'm just minding the desk for our esteemed director, the real talent, as they say.
I need to get a message on the broadcast, urgently. Can you help with that?
Not unless you need any clever pointers on enunciation. Our director, however, is in one of the recording booths, through the door to your left. You'll want to speak with her.
Is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? That will put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without that said, teams play for keeps. I witnessed...
Well,
Welcome, welcome to wireless-free Arcadia Studios. Thessaly Falk, Director of Talent Placation and General Runnings. Here to contract a recording or in the market for autographs?
Holt sent me to speak with you. I got a message I'd like to send out over the wireless. Trust me, this is one all the folk in Auntie's Choice won't want to miss.
Is that so? Well, the more riveting the content, the larger our commissions. However, as you're without an appointment and I'm quite busy, I'm afraid I've only time to record one take. Do make it count. Shall we begin?
Glad we're in agreement. I'm here to expose the truth about a prominent vice president. His business dealings are not what they seem.
That's quite the bold claim. Now remember to speak into the mic, dear. Enunciate clearly, but with feeling. Inhabit the words. Be the message. Joining us today in the studio is a very special guest and rare specimen indeed, a grafted soldier. And one who alleges that one of Auntie's own vice presidents is not who he seems. Take it away.
Inez Seelong speaking. I got intel on an illegal program led by Vice President of Experimental Operations, Willard Conan. Folk aplenty suffered because of it.
Some say there cannot be success without suffering. It's more or less standard operating procedure, isn't it? Unless you're leaving out any gory details. Some within our organization might call that frugal, thrifty even. That is, why waste a perfectly good resource when no one else has use for it?
These are human beings I'm speaking of, not barrels of void damn uranium. They were good folk who didn't know what they were signing up for. They deserved better. But if that ain't incriminating enough for you, Willard had himself some money problems, which ain't too distant from a grave sin far as Auntie's concerned.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Tell me, did he squander all his bits on drink? Bet it all on a tarmac and cheese rebranding? Or worse? Thoroughly recount every lurid detail?
I imagine it was so he could keep his illegal program running, but ain't clear on where the money came from, which I reckon was by design.
Well, that tells us nothing. Under-the-table deals are commonplace and encouraged within Auntie's Choice. You're very new to this kind of business, aren't you? Your disclosure wasn't as iniquitous or revelatory as you implied. The only thing shocking was your abundant naivete.
Commander, I don't think we did enough. I know we ain't gonna know for sure until the broadcast airs, but we ought to go.
Oh, Inez, almost forgot. We have a bit of a goodie bag for special guests who visit the studio. You qualify. Do collect it from the front desk on your way out.
Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time. Recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest directions. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position in experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in Proprietary Insight Acquisition, demoted for playing confidential logs in a paid public toilet. Not one
Something I can help you
I
with?
encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to Document Index Manager will refresh your info security fundamentals, Reggie. Congrats! You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. Next is Elise Ripshaw in Product Development. Remember, Elise, when you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas? Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news. Your role as integrity specialist will be far less stressful. Oh!
Got time for a chat, Commander? Commander, you hear my interview over the wireless too? They've been playing it every hour. Part of it, anyway. I really thought I'd be heard out, telling folk about Willard and his damned awful dealings. Instead, Thessaly herself thought to mock me. I can't reckon with it. To you, maybe. But to a lot of folks, she tells it like it is. And they listen. I ain't meaning to say I don't appreciate your help, Commander. I do. Guess I was just hoping that we'd have done enough to keep more folk from getting hurt. Like Ortiz did. This was my fight. The blame lays with me, if it's to lay with anyone. I still feel like a fool sometimes. I spent so much law-damned time begging to be validated by Auntie's choice and her leaders. Like I was worth only what they thought of me. I really believed when I ended my contract that a better life was possible. I know the truth about Auntie's choice now. And I know who I am. So yeah, a better life is possible. Just not at someone else's mercy. I ain't gonna let myself or anyone else be led into the same trap they set for us. Ever again. I will, Commander. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.